So my boss has just given me this massive task. There's a list of over 100 names here. And what I have to do is to separate out the first name, the surname, the initials, and the email address. So how long do you think this is going to take me to do? Well, I'm going to show you how you can complete this task in under 2 minutes without the need for complex formulas. Let's get straight into it. So the tool we're going to be using to complete the task is called Flash Fill, and it's located on the Data tab on the ribbon. Just across to here on the right is Flash Fill. Or you can use the shortcut key, which is Ctrl+E. Let's populate the first line of our data. Okay, let's start the timer. So for the first name, let's just use our shortcut key, which is Ctrl+E. That populates all the names down, so Excel picks up on the pattern. But you can see that some of the names are capitalized, and I just want to use them with a single capital letter at the start. So we need to manually correct one of these entries. So let's do Scott. And Excel will recalculate the entire pattern. Let's do our next column, which is surname. And again, we're just going to use Ctrl+E. Now there are just two elements of the pattern that we'll need to adjust for here. Fully capitalized names like Pruitt here, and we can change that. And Excel will recalculate. And then we need to adjust so that the pattern can pick up on double barrel names like Brown Gilbert. So we'll just add in Brown to the start here. And once we correct that, we can see that all double barrel names are corrected. Let's move on to our initials column, and we want both in capitals. So again, if I Ctrl+E. So there's a few to adjust here so that Excel can identify the correct pattern. So firstly, let's go down to Scott Pruitt and let's just replace that by SP. This BDO just needs to be replaced by B and D. Derek Dorsey just needs to be replaced by DD. And then Addison Brown Gilbert just needs to be ABG. And you can see that will correct all of the initial patterns as well. Finally, let's populate the email addresses. Ctrl+E, and Flash Fill seems to be picking up that pattern with no problem at all. Right, so stop the clock. We've managed to complete that task in well under 2 minutes. And that's without the need for complex formulae. One word of caution, however, is that Flash Fill is not dynamic. So if we add an extra name down to the bottom here, it won't automatically populate in for the rest of our columns. So you just need to be aware of that. This video is part of my Office Hero series, where I'll be using some Excel tips and tricks to help you get more done quicker and impress your work colleagues. Leave a comment in the description if you have a problem you can't solve, and I'll see if I can try and help. Flash Fill can also be used to concatenate or merge data. So in the example here, I can join these two names. Just use Ctrl+E again. Or if I wanted to change the format around and have the last name first, a comma, and then the first name, Flash Fill can handle that pretty easily as well. And then finally, if we want to extract data from, say, a date, and if we wanted to just extract the year from this date, all we'd need to do is just enter it in the first cell and then Ctrl+E, and Flash Fill can find that pattern relatively easily.